Ang basic findings natin sa Okta Research, we conducted a survey, a national survey, noong December 3 to 11. This is part of our fourth quarter survey. And alam niyo naman, as survey companies are, no, lalo na academically oriented survey companies, we measure poverty and hunger, no, on a quarterly basis. Now, the first incisive question everybody should ask, why are we doing this? Given that we have official government data, we have statistics, and poverty and hunger is a structural problem that's very hard to measure. Okay, the first reason is number one, government statistics happen at least twice a year lang. It takes a long time for government statistics to really measure how people feel about hunger and poverty. Number two, we do this quarterly, so we give this information to government, and it's one of those ways the government utilizes this information to measure if programs are actually being felt. Third, ika nga sa Tagalog, ang kahirapan at kagutuman, nararamdaman muna yan bago lumalabas sa government data. So when you do it quarterly, you have this time series of data that you can use for policy making. So what are the findings of our fourth quarter survey, which was conducted nationwide, 1,200 respondents with a margin of error of plus minus 3%. No? Number one, first takeaway is that self-rated poverty went down 17 percentage points. Now, sometimes we get lost in the data, but actually, from Okta's point of view, this is the largest drop in self-rated poverty. Yung perception ng mga ating kababayan ng kailang kahirapan, nararamdaman nila. So, 17 percentage points is around a little over 4 million families. So, to give you an idea, we have about, the country has around 26 million families. And in the third quarter of last year, 2025, nearly 15 million families said that they felt poorer in the third quarter than in the second quarter. So we asked the same question in the fourth quarter. Only a little over 9 million said that they were poor. Ang laki ho ng bilagsak, 4.5 million families, close to 5 million families, estimate, basically said that they felt a lot better as far as the state of poverty was concerned. Again, this is perception. This is not supposed to replace government data on income, and poverty is a structural problem. Medyo complex i-measure yan. Pero pag mini-measure natin quarterly, nakikita ng gobyerno, nakikita ng taong bayan kung ano nararamdaman ng ating kababayan on this issue. So, next finding, I think which is also very important, is yung self-rated food poverty. Now here, ang mini-measure natin, ano yung kalidad ng kinakain ng pamilyang Pilipino? Sapat ba? Masustansya ba? So, again, kung 17 percentage points ang binagsak ng unang probe namin on self-rated poverty, dun ho sa self-rated food poverty, 19 points po ang binagsak. So, more than 5 million families po nagsasabi na mas maayos na ang kalagayan nila pagdating sa pagkain. So, that's actually very big, no? So we have to, the survey doesn't ask the question why, no? But of course, Okta will try to study and provide hypotheses kung ano yung possible reasons. We also submitted that to the media a few days ago. The last finding, I think, that is very important to our media and our people is, of course, the problem of hunger. Now here we ask the incidents. Did you experience hunger in the last quarter, at least once or frequently? So anong lumalabas sa data? Yung nga lang tumaas ho. So may taas na 5 percentage point increase from 11% of all Filipino families to 16%. So significant siya kasi mataas siya sa margin of error. Pangalawa, counterintuitive siya. Hindi siya, kasi sinasabi ng bansa, mas maganda ang estado ng kailang kalagayan or estado ang kalagayan nila pagdating sa poverty. Pero pagdating sa hunger, may mga lugar na tumaas talaga. Now, pinag-aralan ng Okta, maraming rason kung bakit. So, this is the first finding. So, this was released 2 days ago. Importante ito kasi para ma-measure ng government yung response niya. Okay, ito ang nararamdaman ng taong bayan as far as December 3 to 11. Next slide. Next na lang. Okay lang. Sige, next. Tapos, ito yung pangalawang finding. Yung food poverty ho, sobra ho, dinecline all over the country. In other places ho, umaabot ng 25 percentage points yung change. Okay? Pero tandaan yung perceptions to and these perceptions can change. So, ano yung last finding namin ng tugon ng masa survey? Yun yung hunger o kagutuman tumaas. Now, tinanong namin yung mga kababayan natin kung lagi-lagi ba sila nakakaranas ng gutom, yung frequency. Ang sinabi nila, hindi naman. So ano yung una namin hypothesis? Tumaas nga yung kagutuman from 11% to 16%, pero episodic siya. So pinag-aralan namin yung mga lugar na tinamaan ng survey. Sila rin yung tinamaan ng bagyo. So may momentary experience sila ng kagutuman. So temporary siya, so hindi siya chronic. That being said, ano yung pinaka-take away ng survey? Number one, nag-improve yung situation natin sa self-rated poverty. That's due to many reasons. Apart from government interventions, programs, lalo na with regards to providing food for, yung mga food and poverty alleviations program, lalo yung mga nandun sa DSWD, ayuda, and all of that. So that actually works. No? Number two, yung ating sitwasyon sa kagutuman at saka sa poverty, very fragile siya. Malaki ho yung improvement, pero isang bagyo lang, babaliktad lahat yung perception na yan. Kasi nga, most of the families are near poor. They have not escaped substantively poverty, no? At least in perception. So, this is also very important, I think. And number three, when you look at hunger, it's geographic. There are areas that are constantly experiencing it all throughout the year. So government has to target those areas more effectively. Government response in particular has to be ramped up, lalo na in areas where that are deeply affected by weather disturbances, and areas where access to food is also a challenge. So saan yung mga areas ito? It's largely in Mindanao. There are some places in Visayas. And some places, by the way, quite surprisingly in Balanced Luzon, but these are the areas that were hit by the typhoon. And in Metro Manila, we experienced an increase also in hunger. But that's brought about largely, in our view, may have been brought about by food inflation towards Christmas, tumaas yung presyo. Tinatanong namin muna sa kanila kung ano yung, of course, in the vernacular, in the various languages, how they felt in a rating scale, yung level of poverty nila. Are they poorer today than, let's say, a quarter ago? So basically, yun ang basic sense. If they experience hunger at least once, nakaramdam pa sila ng gutom kahit na isang beses nung last quarter. So yung gutom, dinidefine namin yung kakulangan ng pagkain. Hindi sila nakain ng 3 meals a day. Sa food poverty, tinatanong natin yung content at saka yung sustansya ng pagkain sa ating mga kababayan. So they're they're measuring 3 different things. One, the more, I think in my view, the hunger probe is important kasi it talks about the actual incidence of hunger. Ilang beses ba kayo nakaranas ng, hindi kayo nakakain ng 3 meals a day? So frequently, minsan lang. So importante now, when you measure it over the next 2-3 years, you have all this data that is useful, not just for informing our citizens, but also informing government if their programs are actually working. Now, if I was a member of government, I would look at where, and by the way, we're not the only ones doing this. This is also being done by SWS and PULSE. And SWS has been doing it for the last 30 years. No? So, useful siya kasi pwede mo i-target yung programs and intervention mo. Kasi mukhang, for example, sa farm, lagi-lagi na lang siyang natatamaan ng mga ratings na ganito, na mataas ang self-rated poverty, nakakaramdam sila ng gutom. So, yung government programs, pwede may target dun, for example, sa farm. Pwede may target rin, for example, sa Visayas, where these Eastern Visayas in particular, no? So, the surveys capture how people feel, okay, faster than government data, which is collected twice a year only. And in the case of the family income and expenditure survey, it's done over a few years. No, you only get the results on the second or third year. No, ASEC. No, so this is supposed to be supplementary. This is not supposed to change to replace government data. In fact, government data is much lower. Poverty officially is much lower than what we are measuring today. Thank you.